Okay, so welcome to this video for Onshape. And the tool I'm going to teach you to use is going to be the Revolve tool. So we're going to practice the Revolve tool, and we're going to, after a while, we're going to make a wine glass doing it. So we can start a new document there. Now, this is where the Revolve tool is. What does it do? Sorry there. What does it do? Okay, it creates, adds or subtracts or intersects parts by revolving sketch, okay, around an axis. Okay, so an example of that there, I'll quickly show you. You don't have to do this. I click sketch, select the sketch plane. Okay, uh, L for line, and I think it's Q for construction line. So I draw in the center line, and I can draw a shape around. Now revolve. So there's in that one there's the sketch. Okay, we have to pick a center line and see the way what we done was we spun, all right, the axis or the shape around an axis, all right. So look there, and you see it going bigger here. So it's been spun around an axis. So the first thing we're going to do is practice the skill in its most basic form. That is the first thing we're going to do. We're going to practice the skill in its most basic form. So we're just going to start by making some solids. A cylinder shape, okay, a cylinder, cone, sphere, right. So I'll click sketch, front plane, or sorry, front, and click front on the cube. Now, I need a center line. So I'm going to select line, L for line, and I can press Q to make it a construction line. So I'm just going to draw a line from here up to the top, and I don't mind about the size of it. Okay, and I'm going to turn off a line by pressing L. I'm going to turn it back on and make sure this button is off so it's not construction, so you can untick it or press Q. And we're just going to draw a rectangle, any size, and the rectangle has to be closed off. And now we're going to use the revolve tool. So we're going to click revolve there, so it automatically selects the faces of the sketch, and now we need to select an axis to revolve it about. So we click that box and click it there, and then tick OK, and there's a cylinder done. All right, now we're going to practice another one. So we're going to again click sketch. We need to select a plane, don't tick the OK button, front, and we need an axis and a shape to revolve around the axis. So we're going to press line, and this button here, this command, or the letter Q, and we can draw in a center line. I don't mind about the space between it, and I don't mind about the size. Now, turn off the line, turn it back on, turn off construction, Q, and we're going to draw a different shape or size rectangle, so just taller and narrower. The actual size is irrelevant. And now we're going to revolve this around. So we can go revolve here. Revolve axis. Line there. And now we have that done. We have a cylinder done. So now we're going to create a cone and a sphere. All right, we're going to create a cone and a sphere. So this time, just for the crack, I'll hit the right plane. And you can make the plane bigger by dragging on the highlighted corners when it's orange. Okay, right. Now select sketch. Don't tick OK here, don't tick it. There's the right plane we're sketching on. We need to draw a center line, so press L for line and Q for a construction line. And I don't mind about the size of it at all. Turn off L and the letter Q. Okay, and then you can turn the two commands back, or you can turn the line command back on. And we're going to draw a right angled triangle. So you only need to draw half the shape that's of the solid being revolved. The size is irrelevant. We're going to go revolve. So that's our faces there that has been selected. Hit where it says revolve axis there and tick the center line and then tick OK. So now we have a cone done there. Let's practice another one. Repetition is the master of all skill. So sketch, okay, right plane, L for line, Q to make it a center line. Remember, we need a center line to do revolves. Then we can turn off the line tool and we'll draw a different size cone. And now I didn't turn off my line tool by accident, or my center line tool, or construction, so I can click that and untick that mark if that happens to you. Before we revolve, we'll also do a sphere. So circle, and then to get a line, so L for line, and then the scissors for trim to cut away half of it. And I accidentally went too far there, so I had to cut some away. And now we're going to go revolve. Revolve axis, this one here, and tick OK. And now we have a cone and sphere. Now let's learn how we can make hollow objects. So we could make a hollow cylinder or a hollow pipe. Okay, so again, sketch, select a plane. We need a center line. So letter L and the letter Q, or tick each of those commands. Now, turn off letter L and letter Q. So I can turn letter L there on again. This time, I'm going to draw a little rectangle out from the center line. It's the space between the center line and the shape that makes it hollow. Now, if a line isn't vertical, you can click it and then up Where are we going? So under these geometry here, the relations, coincident, vertical, ooh, V for vertical. You can make that vertical. Revolve, faces of sketch 5, revolve axis. There we go. And I can just zoom in 3D there, see the way it's hollow now. And tick OK. Now what I'm going to show you is how to make a hollow pipe, okay, with a base on the bottom, so the bottom closed off, so like a Pringles tub. Right, I'm going to go sketch, click my plane, line, and then construction or center line. So relevant to size there. Turn off the construction by pressing the letter Q and the letter L to turn off the line, and turn L back on. Now we're going to draw like an L shape here. Revolve, revolve axis. There we go. Tick OK. And see, there you go. It's like a bucket or a Pringles tub. Now, with that one made, we're going to do a slightly more different one now, where we have a ice cream cone that's open, an ice cream cone. All right. So we're going to click our plane to sketch on. So the right plane. Remember, you can make them bigger. Sketch. L for line and Q for construction or center line, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter the size. Turn off L, turn it back on. We're going to draw a line for our triangle, and we're going to have to go up here. We're going to join them up. You can click the line there, make that horizontal, and make these two parallel. Now, revolve. Tick OK. So, bit like an ice cream cone upside down, or a party hat upside down. Okay, so an inverted cone. Now we're going to approach our wine glass. All right, so this here has similar geometry to what I'm going to get you to make, or maybe technically it should be called a martini glass. So it should. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide all my solids. So the screen is less clustered. So under parts, you can click the eyes to hide all these things. Okay, you don't have to delete them, just hide them. Okay, we're going to click sketch, select a sketch plane, and we're going to go L for center line, L for line, and Q to make it into a center line. So L up there, And this time we will do dimensions. So D for dimension, a reminder. So click the line, move the number out, left click the number. And we're going to type in 250. So double click the number if you've already done it by accident. Now, we're going to turn back at Elon, there for the line tool. We're going to move out along the bottom. So we click the bottom line, moved across. We're going at a slight angle here, so we're creating like a triangle for the base of it. Going to click it and go upwards. And we're going to move at roughly a 45-degree angle or an acute angle across, over, and stop just roughly in line with that there. Go across and down. Right, we're going to add in some relations and then dimensions. So these two lines have to be parallel. So click and left click this one and select parallel, even though mine have snapped on automatically. So yeah, click this line and you can press H for horizontal. Click this line, H for horizontal. If a line doesn't look vertical, click it and press the letter V. Now we'll give some dimensions here. So D for dimension. Click the bottom line, 100. I'm going to click the line here and the angle or the bottom, and I'm going to type in an angle. So 10 degrees. Left click the middle or center line of the glass and the outside, and we're going to type in 15. Now, this is maybe a bit too big, so I'm going to click the 100. I'm going to change it to 75, might be more appropriate. I'm going to left click the outside line and left click the base, and we're going to put in an angle of 45. Okay, I'm going to left click the top there and the bottom line, and I'm going to type in 230. Okay, I'm going to left click the top there. I'm going to type in 5. And I'm going to left click this line here and I'm going to type in 150. Okay, then we're ready to revolve. Notice the way it's black, that it's fully defined. So we're going to go revolve, or we have to, I think we have to, do we have to tick the sketch 8? No. Revolve axis. There we go, and we can tick OK. And there's the wine glass in, or maybe a goblet, whatever you'd call it, I don't know. All right, so a reminder, a revolve, okay, just going over that, a revolve needs an axis, so it needs an axis or to revolve around. To do a revolve, you need an axis to revolve something around it. So you need an axis, as there you see there. Right, cheers, thank you, bye bye.